Hey, look, we have a lot to talk about today, and let's get into it. But a word from our sponsor, which we're back. Wow, I'm going to say it. That sponsor sounded absolutely extraordinarily handsome. I thought that it would be cool to take a seat and be like, for the people that don't know us, here's what we can do. We can give some insights to my life. What was the video for people that don't know? Like me?
So Peter Tro that he used to do, he used to be like,
for you being friends with him before either of you guys were YouTubers, that would sound super foreign to you.
like I was still grinding out videos.
Okay, let's get into it. Here's what the next section was going to be. Like, sound out you.
It's fucking
Wait,
video.
oh, go
Like, I'm accident.
I'm blown away. So good.
That is a story.
What?
That's a story I've never told. I've kept that in my back
I
pocket.
had been on Mr. Beast for a while, but it was when I first started kind of popping off in my own lane. Photographer that was working on something. It's like they were like a photographer, like a normie photographer.
Ew, a normie one? Okay.
If I want to ever go back for whatever 11 weeks to get the degree, to 2 degrees.
Yeah. No, that seems like a no-brainer.
That's it. We're going to do it. Never. There's no reason for me to ever. I mean, it was definitely. I'm not going to pretend like it wasn't an opportunity to edit for the biggest. Well, at that time, he had 24 million subs. So he was one of the biggest, but he would have had to get a normal job, and that would have sucked. You know what I'm saying?
What were you in school for?
I was going for 2 years. It was video production and multimedia. So, like, the video production is like the camera end of things and, like, some odds. So that's why I really, like, put myself out there to try to get that job.
You know, about behind the scenes of our videos. We've only us two, and we only make Minecraft videos. So I think Karl perhaps has a better answer, because obviously you work very closely on the Mr. Beast team. On the Mr. Beast team, you probably done some crazy things.
I feel like it's so fun to talk about behind the scenes. Like, I mean, Snapchat's even been part of it. We can get to that.
Squid Game. I don't know about Squid Game.
Because there's 456,000 people. Oh, no, 456 people competing for hundreds of thousands of dollars. It's a big thing. $100 million. We had a little
What do you
get
mean
together
we?
for the
You
company.
didn't-
Genuinely heartbroken I wasn't at that video. And they scheduled it on the 2 days. To be fair, I had another thing, to be fair, that tied in with a lot of what we've been talking about, which isn't small, but for the context of this story, I currently have 3.7. So yeah. But for the context of this story, it makes sense. You just
Yeah,
hear
I
it
mean,
out.
like, so...
I think
And
it
then
matters.
but then he reached out to me, and he was...
In terms of the grand scheme of things of this Mr. Beast event, circle. And I was curious, people that you wouldn't necessarily call like a friend, like maybe you've interacted like once or something, but I'm a fan of them. And I think it'd be cool to have them on Banter. Markiplier makes extraordinary content. Kind of was the guy for FNAF. He is kind of like the horror gameplay guy on YouTube. And I think he seems really cool. And he's done a lot of accomplishments. And I think it'd be cool to have him on Banter. That profile picture. Go by Polar. Polar asks, what or who would you guys haunt if you were a ghost? But me and George have the same thing in mind, because you're trying to do somebody that's a president, and I'm just trying to, like, this guy. A night with the Banter Podcast. It's been me. It's been George. It's been Sapnap. The best way to support us, watch us on YouTube, 5 stars on Spotify, 5 stars on Apple Podcasts.